What's good, y'all? You dog back again. I promised y'all a week ago that I was going to do a follow-up video to my 7 most dangerous body types for fighting. Now, it seemed to be well-liked, well-received. I had some people comment like, yo, I did not expect there to be 7. Like, I thought there were like 3 or 4 and things of that nature. And what I wanted to do with that video is I wanted to break down from the way I perceive fighting. See, I know I perceive fighting from a very unorthodox manner. And I'm a very unorthodox guy. But also, a lot of average people are given a lot of misinformation and aren't broken down into way things people can understand on the reg, right? And so, I know most people I talk to are not professional fighters. They're not active fighters, not actively trying to fight. And most fights you occur on the streets, you're not going to be facing professional fighters. You're not going to be facing guys who train all the time. Hopefully you don't have to face any encounters on the street, but stuff happens. All right. People be wilding out here in 2018. So you got to be ready. And so I was going to hit you up with stuff to avoid. Dudes get a little intoxicated. Dudes get a little something in their system. Guys, if you gotta throw them hands, you gotta do what you gotta do and take care of business. You gotta protect yours, you gotta protect your family. But preferably you don't want to deal with those. This one, 7 worst types. Cause you know if I had to do the 7 types, then you don't want to really come step 2. These ones, these are less light work. These are the people, bruh, you know exactly what I mean when I describe. You don't even have to give examples. Alright? These are the 7 literal worst types of bodies for fighting. Some of these will be damn obvious. Some of these will be so obvious you'll be like, man, of course I know that. Anyways, starting out with the first one. We got the obese body type. Now, bruh, obese on so many levels is not good for fighting. First of all, it's not physically fit. Secondly, you could just dance all day. You could pull, what's the song? Men wear hats or men with hats, whatever. This old song from the 80s. You can dance if you want to. The obese body type, no stamina, probably no durability, really no destructive power in most cases. Like, no power. Strength, maybe. Like, bro, the only thing you gotta be concerned about is maybe that his big ass falling on you. That's about it. This dude is so easy to deal with. Anytime I see, if any obese, and most of them ain't dumb enough to come try to step me, but if anybody on the big boy side, and he come try to step me, I'm looking like, bruh, even when I was skinnier, I'm looking like, bruh, you really want it? Man, you know what? I might need to say his ass. I'm thinking of helping him out. Because I know I'm gonna whoop his ass. I know 1-2. It's over. 1-2. That's all you need from Mr. Obese. Hit him in the gut, hit him upside the head, cause I know Mr. A with his chubby cheeks, with his double chin, double, turkey neck, is not used to this pressure. He ain't living hard. He ain't more than likely playing football. I'm talking about the real obese. Even if he played football, he was soft. He was second, third string. You ain't gotta worry about him, bruh. You ain't gotta worry about him. Now, I ain't not y'all telling y'all being bullied and picking fights. But that's another thing. What you say, he was bullied. Look, I guarantee he wasn't bullied like that. He might have been picked on, but he wasn't bullied like that. He ain't used to throwing hands. Guarantee you. Cause if he using throwing hands, his ass gonna have to lose some weight. Right? You gonna have to lose some damn weight. Anyways, number 2. Long and lanky. Now, in the previous video, I talked about deceptive length. Alright? This ain't what we're talking about here. We ain't talking about the guys who shoulders cocked back, got ridiculously long arms and legs, looking like Kevin Durant, Kevin McHale, Tayshaun Prince. I'm talking about the dudes who just long and lanky, old skinny ass. Boy, these the kind of guys you looking like, bruh, put on some weight. Why you looking straight anorexic, fam? Like, I know you ain't got a health problem, but bruh, it's not looking good. Now, there are some skinny guys, and there are, for example, guys, flyweight, I don't know if strawweight's a separate division these days, minimum weight, your junior, featherweight, light guys. And there are guys who are small, especially when they're younger. That's not who I'm talking about. You know the guys you looking like, bruh. He is a twig. Even women, both men and women, ready to roast his ass because his ass is too light. You need to eat. You need some meat, potatoes. You need some good old rice and beans. You need some, I don't care, eat some chicken. You need something in your system, bruh. Ridiculous. Lightweight looking ass, boy. If you don't go on somewhere, and you know them too, cause they don't try nothing. They don't try nothing. They're always the hype man, the gas man might say something on the slick or the low, cause they know they know you know, especially if you bought that life and you intimidate, they ain't trying to cross you. They might try to come buck if they in a leadership position, but they know if they were in a regular position on the street, in a game, anything. They ain't say shit. They say nothing. Number 3, average build. Now, this is the kind of guy you just see the regular old dude. It's like, take it back to high school. You mean that one dude might be like 5'6", 5'8", 5'9". Not no stocky kind of build. Just your regular dad bod before it's a dad bod. Just a regular looking dude. Now, the problem is, there's a few different versions. There's the kind of short and just bleh, might have a little extra weight on them, doesn't look impressive. Then there's guys even in the professional ranks, guys that are like CM Punk. And no shot at CM Punk. I'm not saying they can't become. This is probably out of this entire list, those who possibly could be fighters. So this is the one possible group, right? But the problem with them being the worst for fighting is they gotta try so damn hard. And so they get into the mindset, hard work. They believe in that hard work will get me. No, it won't. You gotta have some natural talent and you gotta know what kind of gifts you bring. Problem with average build is these kind of guys don't really have that much ability. Now, I might break down CM Punk at one point, but if you watch these 2 fights, Joe Rogan said something. Now, I disagree with a lot of what Joe Rogan said, but he did say something very much. Like, bro, he does not have a lot of natural athleticism. Now, CM Punk's not dad bod or anything like that, but he's not physically impressive. Just look at him. Another guy, pro wrestler, Daniel Bryan. Look at them. Average body shape. They're not out of shape, but they're not physically impressive. I'm not concerned about them if I come encounter. I'm like, all right, you want to do this. You show you want to do this, fam. I'm giving you an out because you might get messed up. Like, go home. So, yeah. Coming in number 4, Mr. Scrawny guy. Now, difference between long and lanky, I clowned on him because the guy looked at Scrawny's even probably worse. As much as I clown on long and lanky, that's all. Scrawny's just like, dude, what are you doing with yourself? Lift some weights, run, do something with your life. Cause right now, you coming wrong. Mr. Scrawny. See, at least the long and lanky guys usually know. They be like, I'm not really trying to get into physical confrontations because I know myself. Scrawny dudes be thinking they buck, bro. They really be thinking they hot stuff. They be thinking, I got all the ladies and everything. But bruh, you are really a twig and you gonna get busted up. Dude, you too small to be fighting. Scrawny, dude can put on some weight. See, that's the difference between long and lanky. Long and lanky, it's very difficult for them to kind of put on weight. That's how they probably gonna be to the day they die for the most part. But Scrawny, these dudes just need to get big. Like, they need to hit the gym. They need to eat. They need to do something with their lives instead of trying to be Mr. Pretty Boy or Mr. Fly, whatever, looking soft. That's what they look like. They look soft and they get busted up. Like, anytime you come against somebody scrawny, bro, it's over for them. Forget not knowing how to fight. Like, these are the kind of guys that get encounters and altercations and get messed up by someone who can't even throw hands, man. They are so disappointing. Coming in number 5, chicken legs. Now, There's some guys, you don't see them probably at the gym. You don't see them, on the football field or something, on a basketball court. Good old chicken legs. These dudes, no legs. You see these legs? Not flex or whatever. I don't work out, alright? I don't do a lot. But they ain't chicken legs. Cause they arguably for most of my life, they were the biggest part of my body. They were strong. Your legs need to be strong. Cause that's where all the power comes from. Your legs, your hips, all that. Your abs. Dudes be hitting arm days for days, right? Arm days, chest days, and shoulders. Some of these dudes got no legs. There was only like one profile I can think of, one legend that had chicken legs and did well. And that was Evander Holyfield, the real deal Evander Holyfield. Oh, chicken legs. Chicken legs is embarrassing. Everybody clown on chicken legs. Bro, the only time you can possibly have chicken legs and be good at something is like long distance running. Maybe dancing. Chicken legs is so embedded. Maybe you a skater. That's about it. I can't, maybe surfing. Like chicken legs, bro. Chicken legs in fights. You can kill their legs. That's easy way to take them out. Easy way to pick them up in a double lock tackle. Chicken legs means they probably ain't got much stamina. They may be able to run, but they able to get cornered too. Chicken legs means they ain't got great push-off power. They're not going to have a lot of great power. You can say, well, what about the upper body? Bro, what about the upper body? You're swinging, okay, you swing and a miss. You swing and a miss. You can say, well, what about skinny guys like Ali or Robinson or Leonard? I wouldn't say they had chicken legs. They had powerful legs. They were longer and linky. They could light on their feet, but they ain't had chicken legs, right? Chicken legs, man. You don't want chicken legs. Chicken legs, bro. Disappointing. Disappointing physically. They're vastly disappointing. And I look at that person, I go, this person ain't ready for that kind of pressure. Name me, like I said, I think of Evander Holyfield. Name me one athlete today. Name me one fighter today that's legitimate that got chicken legs. I'll wait because I can't think of one. Moving on to number 6, short limbs. Now this is just sad. I don't hate on them, but there's just some people at an anatomical disadvantage. And now that doesn't mean these guys can't fight. It just makes it that much harder. Short limb people, whether it be shorter arms, shorter legs, they just can't do, or let's just say they can't get away with some of the stuff that people with longer limbs can get away with. People like Muhammad Ali, okay, can get away with. I think of maybe Jack Dempsey wasn't exactly the longest limb guy, but he had great technique. And so that's what you got to do. Just like with the average build or scrawny, you can do things. It just makes it more difficult, a lot more difficult. And if you're talking about the average guy, good luck at that. Short limbs, I give you I ain't going to go as much as 97. I give you like a 90% chance of losing because anybody who's just bigger than you just can kill you with range, just can get you with power, speed, and in almost every aspect of fighting, you're done. And I don't care if you have the greatest chin. I don't care if you have the greatest durability, the most stamina. Eventually, you're going to crumble because you're just going to take a pounding, and I don't want any sexual references, but you're going to get beat to hell, all right? And it's going to be over. And that's going to be bad for your life at that point. So that's the thing about it. Short limb people, if you know you have this problem, then you get your ass to some technique and some training. You better do some self-defense. You better do something. You better learn from something. I don't care what kind of moves you can do. I don't care what kind of martial arts you take, but you better learn something to protect yourself. Okay? And learn to use, especially if you're shorter limbed, the smaller guy, learn to use things like lower center of gravity and different stuff to be able to combat, to counteract this possibility. Because likelihood is you're more than likely going to get picked on rather than someone who's bigger. That's just the nature of the beast. Coming in at number 7, the guy with no balance. Now, these are mainly I think of, did you ever have those guys who were really tall? For example, they were pre-adolescents or they starting off adolescence, preteen, teenager, and they were just clumsy. They were just too big for their own good. They grew too fast. Sometimes there's still some of these people that are just not great coordinating. Now, fortunately, these are not the kind of people that are probably going to get in a fight. But I had to put it on the list because Mr. Gimp, Mr. Lame, Mr. Crip, not gangster, but as far as a cripple, I mean, what do I really have to say? Or someone who just completely not coordinated. You ever met the guy that you could be cool, you can be friends with, but then you get into some activities, some games or anything, or even some of the guys who come into a gym, you know, or some guy you might be sparring with, and you looking like you out here finding yourself you ain't even a trainer, and you out here trying to teach the guy how to do stuff because you just like, bro, this is a sad state. Like, he might hurt himself or somebody else because he has zero coordination and he's probably not aware that he's not good. Like, he's trying hard, and this is another, I'm doing it. I'm trying, coach. And you feel bad for the guy because you're like, yo, the guy's trying to put in the work, but he's doing everything wrong. No coordination, no balance. Everything with fighting, everything from baseball, basketball, football, anything that you pretty much do, carpentry, plumbing, painting, you need balance. But when it comes to fighting, if you don't have balance, try throwing a roundhouse kick. Try throwing a side kick. Try throwing, I don't know, a proper hook, a proper uppercut. You know, try grappling properly and don't having a good sense of balance. Yeah, it's not going to work out well for you. This unexpected one. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me what you think what is the worst body types or worst attributes you can think of. When it comes to fighting, when it comes to athletes, when it comes to these things of physical activity. I thought this would be a fun video. All right, y'all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Peace.